And I am Monica, as you know, from IELTS 9 channel. So here in this video we are going to discuss this outweigh essay with some strange kind of topic that was part of 1st April IELTS exam in 2023. Okay, let's start. Each and everything I will be telling you about the format, also about the introduction. See, we will discuss about format of this essay. We will discuss how to plan, keywords, and everything we are going to discuss in this essay. Let's start it. So yes, this is the question statement. Let's read it. Demand for gas and oil is increasing, and so finding new sources in remote and untouched areas is a necessity. So what they want to say, demand for gas and oil. Gas, gasoline, natural gas and crude oil, petrol, diesel, everything is increasing, as you know, in every country. So finding new sources in remote and untouched area, in far-flung areas, in different parts where no human activity is there, is a necessity. So do the advantages of this is is not there, outweigh so twice a time I have written outweigh, don't worry, outweigh the disadvantages. We need to tell whether it has, this concept has more advantages than disadvantages. Outweigh means there is no balance between advantages and disadvantages. Always remember this word, meaning it has more advantages than disadvantages. If you agree, then definitely you are going to write more advantages than disadvantages. 3 advantages you can write and 2 disadvantages you can write. Okay. And if you say no, it has more disadvantages than advantages, then you will be writing 3 or 2 disadvantages, and here 1 or 2 advantages you will be writing. Then the statement will be different. You will be saying the disadvantages of finding new sources outweigh the advantages. So you will be saying opposite thing. But here I will be agree with this statement that the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Okay, now please pause the screen and read the question statement 3-4 times. Try to find what they want to ask. Okay, so let's start. So let's read it once again, because we need to understand the meaning of this question statement. Demand for gas and oil is increasing. Demand for petrol and gas is increasing all over the world. So we need to find more sources in remote and untouched areas is a necessity. So it is a necessity, like you must have heard in Arab countries, these countries are finding new sources of petrol. They know everywhere it is, they will get crude oil. So they are starting their refineries and factories in far-flung areas, and even in African countries like Nigeria and some other countries, they are also trying to find new sources of these oil and gas sources. Okay, so this is the main topic. Demand is increasing. For more supply, they are finding the new sources in different areas. Okay, so how to plan? So as we have already done the first step, we have read 3-4 times, we have analyzed the question statement. Now what is the main topic, please tell. And you have come to know that this is outweigh question, means there is no balance between advantages and disadvantages. We will not be writing the same advantages number and same disadvantages. No, we will write more advantages than disadvantages. Okay, so what is the main topic? So we have main topic, more demand is there. Okay, so I am writing it in short, not the full sentence. More demand, more demand for oil and gas, and we need to find more find more sources in far-flung areas, in remote areas. So this is the main idea. So whether we should find new sources or not, and what kind of advantages this will have, we need to discuss in the whole essay. Okay, now we are saying advantages and disadvantages in body paragraphs. Let's write it. So what will be the advantages? Suppose your country has got a new source of oil in one area, in one location, then what will happen? You will get more supply of oil. Okay, then what will happen? You will get you will export it. Okay, so just generate ideas according to the situation. You will export all the oil, and what will happen? You will get revenue, income. Okay, fixed kind of income, revenue your country will get. Then what will happen? Employment rate, employment will increase in your country. Okay, so these advantages we can write it, and I have given example of Nigeria. Right, you can give any other country, any African or Arab countries example here, that this country has lot of crude oil wells, so they are exporting it and getting more money for the economy, and more employment and incomes are there in their country, so overall country will be happy. Okay, so this, yeah, of course, one more advantage is, you can say, if we are getting more supply according to demand, then all over the world we can reduce the cost of oil and gas. Nowadays it is very costly. Okay, so these are the advantages we can write. More supply means we will export, country will export more these oils, and they will get revenue, they will get profits, and then definitely when more factories, more oil refineries will be there in the country, then there will be more employment, right? So what are the disadvantages? Yeah, definitely when these people, those who are finding oil, they will get disturbed the, what will happen? Habitat of natural habitat of animals, birds, plus birds means and. Okay, so and when you will get crude oil or natural gas or oil, you will establish factories. So with factories and refineries, what will happen? So air pollution plus smoke, with smoke, air pollution will be there, smoke and fumes will come out from refineries, and then in turn what will be the result? Rise in temperature of the local area. So overall environmental damage to the environment, you can write this point, damage to the environment. Damage to the environment will be there. Okay, now this step we have done. Don't go away, we will just write everything. Format also we will be writing, and we have just generated the ideas, advantages and disadvantages. Okay, now what about the keywords? So keywords, you can say in question statement. First let's underline the keywords here. I will do it. Demand, of course we are going to write demand. Gas and oil is also keyword. Increasing, so increasing you can use it like increasing, you can use any other synonym. So growing also you can use it. So finding new sources, remote and untouched area, and necessity, these are the keywords. We will just I will just show it to you. For demand we can write to ask, require, great demand. Gas and oil, crude oil, fossil fuel, gasoline, natural gas and petrol. Finding new sources, new supplies. Remote and untouched, we can use the words unspoiled and undisturbed. Necessity, we can use the word essential. Now coming to the format of this essay. Yeah, so what is the format of this Outweigh essay? Let's revise it. We know it, at least 250 words you should write it. But if somebody is saying you can write 250 words, but if everything is correct, if you have developed each and every part of the essay, then it's okay. But when someone is just developing full-fledged essay, then 250 is not enough word. Okay, so at least 280, 270, 300 words you can write it. There is no harm. Format of Outweigh essay. So first, you know it, 4 paragraphs must. Okay, 4 paras are must, and 250 words, and you know the time, 40 minutes. 40 minutes are important. So introduction, body paragraph 1 and 2, and conclusion. I will show it you like. So but you must be saying that here I have created 5 paragraphs. So if you want to write here 3 advantages, then two advantages in this paragraph, okay, and 1 advantage will come in this body paragraph too, and third paragraph we will be using 2 disadvantages. Okay, so let's start with introduction. So introduction, as you know, 3 sentence formula. So what is 3 sentence formula? That is, first, if you know any background statement relating to the topic. So background statement, I will tell you background statement. So here what you can write for this question statement, background statement: demand for gas and oil is increasing. Why demand for gas and oil is increasing? Because of globalization, because of modernization, because of advanced technology, because of tourism. So everywhere it is this demand is increasing. For that people are finding. So what we can write background statement: due to globalization, countries are demanding. Due to globalization, industrialization, modernization, countries are demanding more gas and oil supplies. Okay, so you can write this, and if you don't know how to write any background statement, doesn't matter. Okay, then coming to the second statement is paraphrasing of question statement. Okay, question statement, and what you are going to write, outline statement. This essay will discuss or explain this, you can use it. But when will you saying the advantages outweigh, then you can give one point of what you are going to discuss in the looming paragraph. Okay, in the upcoming paragraph. In body paragraph 1, how you will start the topic? First, always when you will be there are numerous benefits of finding new sources in remote areas. You can start the topic like that. So many words you can use it, so many languages, so many sentences you must be having different language to start the paragraphs. You need to explain 2 advantages plus 1 example. Here 1 example. When you will start this another paragraph for advantage, you can start with another important or significant advantage is advantage. You can start the paragraph like that. Okay, disadvantage. So you can start however with this however word. However, finding. However, despite the cons, despite the advantages, no. However, with many pros, this concept has many disadvantages also. You can write like that. Okay, in conclusion, to conclude, and although sentence structure, if possible you use it here. Although sentence structure, to conclude, I will show it in my in the essay. Okay, now coming to the introduction. Now again we will be reading the question statement, because every time whenever you are writing any paragraph, any point, please look at the question statement again and again. Demand for gas and oil is increasing, and so finding new sources in remote and untouched area is a necessity. Okay, now coming to the introduction. Irrefutably, you can start with it is true that demand for gas, and you can paraphrase directly, you can paraphrase the thing. So I have just given the background statement, general statement about the topic. Irrefutably, due to globalization of businesses, industrialization and modernization, there would be more demand in fossil fuels. Therefore, searching for new means of oil and gasoline. Searching for, so instead of finding, I have written searching for new means of oil and gasoline in undisturbed regions is an essential activity. So instead of necessity, I have written is an essential activity. Now from here to here, this is background statement, and from here to here paraphrasing of question statement, and this is my thesis statement. This essay will explain the reasons why the merits outweigh the demerits of exploiting newfounded natural areas. Okay. This is introduction. You can write in your own way also. You can, if you have time, then you can write this introduction in comment section with different style. Okay, now coming to the body paragraph 1, that is my what? That is my advantages. Okay, and if you have time, please subscribe. Okay, plus like this video for my motivation, for your practice. Okay, let's start. To begin with, or what I have told you, there are numerous advantages of finding new places for gas and oil. You can start like that also, and this also. To begin with, fossil fuels should be searched in remote. So to begin with means I have just started the topic again, then I will announce the advantages. Different style I have used it here. Fossil fuels should be searched in remote areas where no human beings habitat to satisfy the new demands of modern world. Okay, where no human being habitats are there. In fact, it should be there, so I have written wrong, are there, and to satisfy new demands of modern world. Yeah, because I have given the result why they should be searched: to satisfy the new demands of modern world. This helps, means I am going to explain the point here. This helps to improve the scarcity of resources. If these new crude oil sources are easily located in a country, then it will help generate more revenues to boost the economy. Okay, so same thing what I have discussed in planning, that same thing I have written according to the scene. It will help generate more revenues to boost the economy of any country, of any nation or country, you can. So why, you must be thinking why I am writing here now, because that is the proofreading, that is the rereading of your essay. When you will be reading your essay, you will find your own mistake. Now I am giving example to illustrate. Recently, Nigeria country have been able to discover gasoline and crude oils in new location, and in return it is getting dollars revenue for the economy or for its economy. However, now second point I am using it. However, directly it would create employment opportunities and increased gross domestic product. However, so what will happen? Second point, after this, it would create employment opportunities and increased gross domestic product. Thus, I am concluding the paragraph. Thus, it is possible to meet the requirements of oil and gas. Okay. Thus, it is possible and what? It has, you can say, okay, no, it's fine, it's possible. Now coming to the second paragraph. Now you can say another principal adverb. So these green lines means template, ready-made lines, you can use it. So there is no harm of using these lines. So it's important. So some students, they don't know how to start the paragraph, how to start with another point. So these lines are very helpful for getting good bands. Another principal advantage of this is that the prices of natural oil and gas could be reduced if the resources or supplies will be in large quantity. So simple thing I had given, that prices could be reduced if there are more quantity, more supplies we will find it in the area. To explain it more, overall price index can be reduced, which would be beneficial for especially developing nations. Okay, now coming to the disadvantages. Despite these pros, okay, despite these advantages also you can write, there is a major disadvantage with exploring new regions. There is a major disadvantage, there are major disadvantages, you can write with exploring new regions which are untouched locations. That is environmental factor. That is, and so I'm to be more clear, no, you can start like that. That is environmental factor which may lead to homeless scenario, which may lead to homeless problem or scene for species living there and rapid depletion of natural resources. Of course, when we will take out these oil and gas, rapid depletion of natural resources will be the result, which had taken thousands of years to form in oil and gas products. So we have given the explanation also, that had taken thousands of years to become oil and gas products. And if we take out so much product from the natural things, then it will finish one day. Besides this, second point of disadvantage, the temperature of that location will rise because of mining activity. So this is not comma, sorry, it is by mistake, you can erase it. Because of mining activities causing smoke and fumes. Hence, if we exploit these new supplies without thinking, one day we will run out of these fossil fuels in future. We will run out means it will finish these fossil fuels in future. So this is disadvantage paragraph, you can see. Now coming to conclusion. To conclude, although, so I told you use this sentence structure. To conclude, although finding new locations, so I have announced the topic again with although finding new locations for oil and gas has certain negative consequences like detrimental impact on environment. So this we have discussed is here, habitat, animals will be in problem and temperature will rise. So detrimental impact on environment, I profoundly believe that it has an extremely positive impacts on economies, which will bring more employment and revenues, that we have discussed it in the first paragraph. Finally, this essay has proved the advantages outweigh its disadvantages. Simple, you can write this conclusion. Okay, you can note it. This is disadvantage paragraph and I will show you the advantages. You can see this advantages also first, and then second point you can see this, and I will show you the third point. This is the third advantage. And what about introduction? So this is introduction and this is the question statement. Thank you so much.